Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. The San Diego Chargers go into Cincinnati and pull off a big upset here on Wild Card Weekend, defeating the Bengals 27-10. This was a game that featured only 16 passes the entire game from Phillip Rivers for 128 yards and a touchdown. He completed 12 of those 16 passes. It was a running attack for the Chargers with the combination of Ryan Matthews, Danny Woodhead, and Ronnie Brown that combined for 40 carries for 196 yards and really controlled this game from a tempo standpoint. A very conservative overall game plan by the Chargers, but it paid off because the fact that they did not make that big mistake was the reason why they won. Give the Chargers defense a lot of credit in this one and John Pagano. They came out with a good game plan against Andy Dalton and the Bengals. When you combine that with the fact that the Bengals never were able to get into a rhythm offensively, you have the Bengals turning the ball over 4 times, 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions, and everyone is going to point to the play of Andy Dalton. And in this one, rightfully so, because there was a span in that third quarter where on 3 straight possessions, he was responsible for 3 turnovers. A fumble on an absolutely horrible play where he tried to dive forward for a first down, 3 yards short of the first down. The ball comes out, recovered by San Diego, and also 2 straight interceptions, one in the third quarter and one at the beginning of the fourth quarter. So again, the focal point is going to be those 3 possessions where the game was still in the balance, and he had 3 Andy Dalton turnovers, a fumble, and 2 interceptions. And while San Diego still only cashed in 6 points, okay, on those 3 turnovers there that I just mentioned, I think the big drive for San Diego was they were down 10-7 at halftime. Their first possession of the second half, they go on a 10-play, 80-yard drive to put themselves up 14-10. The 2 field goals I just mentioned off the turnovers make it 20-10. And they get a late Ronnie Brown 58-yard touchdown run to make it 27-10. And Andy Dalton's going to have to live with this performance now in the offseason. This was a San Diego offense that played very well at home, especially this season. And John Pagano and the Chargers took it to them, turned them over. The difference between this game and the game in San Diego, these 2 teams played earlier in the year, is that it was San Diego, shooting themselves in the foot with turnovers. And to go along with the 3 Andy Dalton interceptions, I thought in the first half, with his team driving, that Gio Bernard fumble. Remember, they had a 64-yard drive going on that Gio Bernard fumble as well, the Bengals did. I thought that was another crucial play because if they can punch it in for a touchdown there, okay, well, it looked like they had the possibility to do that. You go into halftime up 17-7 instead of 10-7. I think that would have been a big difference in this game, but let's give credit where credit is due. The Chargers offense, not overly impressive, but they didn't have to be because that Chargers defense did a good enough job against the run. Okay, they still let up 4.5 yards a carry, but a lot of that came early for the Bengals. They did a good job there. Outside of the second quarter, the Bengals could really not get any offense going. The Bengals were shut out in the second half by the Chargers defense. And look, you have a situation now where the Chargers will go on to play the Broncos in the divisional round. The Bengals, of course, will have to think about this loss the entire offseason. A season where they won the AFC North, seemed to have everything headed in a positive direction during heading into the playoffs. But again, you're going to hear no playoff wins in the Marvin Lewis era, no playoff wins as a franchise in quite some time now. Andy Dalton, I believe, 1 touchdown and now 6 interceptions, all right, in his career in the playoffs in his 3 playoff games. So a lot of questions for the Bengals heading into the offseason. But hey, the Chargers went out and took this one, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I think their game plan will have to be a little bit more aggressive, certainly, against the Broncos if they want to have a chance in that game. But overall, Broncos move on, 27-10. Guys, let me know what you thought of this game. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter as well. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm not only recapping all the playoff games, doing a lot of NFL draft stuff, and I'm also covering the entire offseason here on my YouTube channel. So if you like the NFL, this is the place to subscribe and get updated on all the news and opinion. Thanks a lot for listening. Have a great day.